That is not true. I'm not even a lawyer and I can tell you that. So today we are going to check out an Irish-American band called Flogging Molly, who I literally never heard of in Ireland, but I heard of from my American viewers. That's not to say they're not known in Ireland. I just never came across them before, which, you know, my limited knowledge of music doesn't really mean much of anything.
Oh, accurate.
However, I did check with a music friend of mine and he said that they are more of an Irish-American fan base band. We're listening to Drunken Lullabies today. Are you okay? Do you want to get down? No, you're alright? Okay. Which sounds aptly Irish, something drunken. It's a stereotype for a reason. Do check out patreon.com/Jennings or just join YouTube membership below. Different. different, wasn't it? Is he not getting in? Oh. He didn't even go in. Well, that was a whole different vibe. It was a little bit like Dropkick Murphys, who you guys also told me about. I don't think there's anything coming directly out of Ireland that I know of that sounds quite like that. The band stated their name comes from the bar Molly Malone's that faithfully supported the band from the very beginning. I did think it was very cool they had like the violins, the electric violins and everything. It was a cool mishmash of sounds. Kind of punky. Was it punky? You know me and my genres, I'm not very good at them. Flogging Molly is an American 7-piece Celtic punk band, or you guys in America would say Celtic, formed in Los Angeles in 1994, led by Irish vocalist Dave King. Was the guy on the skateboard in the band, or was he just an actor? The fella singing had a very Irish look about him. His name is Dave King. That name sounds familiar. There's a lot of Kings in Ireland. Not technically anymore though. Flogging Molly began in the 90s and continued strong despite not being allowed to play anywhere but the USA for several years. When Flogging Molly first began touring, vocalist Dave King had an O1 visa for the US when the laws were being changed. He was originally invited to work in Los Angeles on an artist visa and had been told by a lawyer a few years earlier that he could simply renew the visa when it expired. That is not true. That was not the case, yeah. I'm not even a lawyer and I can tell you that. That was not the case after the visa laws changed, because if he left the US, he wouldn't be allowed back for a decade. Jesus. Flogging Molly was therefore restricted to playing just in the US for 8 years. Jeez, no wonder we hadn't really much of them in Ireland. That's kind of like, in a good way, sort of fated though, in the fact that they got so big in the USA. And like, being big in Ireland is great, of course. There are lots of Irish celebrities the rest of the world hasn't heard of, and honestly a lot of Irish people haven't heard of either. You should see our like celebrity shows on RTE. Like, some of them are like, who is that person? But getting big in the USA is much better, like financially as well as just success wise, for sure. They couldn't play tour dates in Canada. Ah, not even Canada. Yeah, I guess I would have thought that an American visa is like for the continent of America, but maybe a US visa means just the United States, obviously. But I always just imagined it meant you could go anywhere in America, but apparently not. The feeling of restriction ended up heavily influencing their later album Swagger, which has several songs about wanting to go back home. Ultimately, the experience profoundly changed King's views on America and its politics. But there you are now. Oh, okay. Matt Hensley is also well known as a skateboarder. Was that him then we saw in the music video? He picked up skateboarding at the age of 7. Oh, here we go. Flogging Molly doesn't have much of a following in Ireland. According to Dave King, Flogging Molly's popularity spans the US and other parts of the world like Japan, Europe and South America. They became a band in Los Angeles and were also restricted to not only playing the US for 8 years. Ireland mainly seems to view them as a duplicate act. According to King, people have said that if they've already had the Pogues, who formed in London as an Anglo-Celtic punk band, why would they want a bunch of Americans regardless of whether they were born in Ireland or not? Nobody really wanted to know or even develop us over in Ireland because, for want of a better word, we felt like we were a novelty over here. Despite this, they have played some fabulous concerts in Ireland, including a one-night run in Dublin's The Academy, which King remembers fondly. The Academy is cool, but it's not like the biggest venue in Dublin for sure. Like, you do get a lot more like indie acts in the Academy. Here, Drunken Lullabies is a poignant reflection on the cyclical nature of violence and conflict in the context of Irish history. The lyrics say, "But may these shadows rise to walk again, with lessons truly learned, which suggests there is a potential for change if people can learn from past mistakes." Well, I feel I have a lot more exploring to do about the band, but I also sort of don't know exactly where to start. So if you can help me out by jumping into comments and like pointing me in the right direction of stuff, and maybe we can check out another song by them in the future, let me know what one you'd like me to react to. Thank you so much, guys. That's it for today. See you on the other side. Bye.